Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Quick Bite presentation on page titles. Today, we will be discussing why page titles are important to website accessibility. Additionally, this presentation is created by ServIT's Fall 2022 accessibility team. And the members in this group are me as Tyler. Also, we have Ryan, Maddie, Mateo, Hallie, and Ling. Lastly, this presentation was made through the Lori Burns McRobbie ServIT clinic with the Luddy School of Informatics, Computing, and Engineering in conjunction with the City of Bloomington Council for Community Accessibility, or CCA. Now Mateo will take it from here to explain more about page titles.
Welcome all, I'm Mateo. The first question someone might have when they hear page titles is, what are page titles? Page titles are the description of a web page for any given website. They're typically displayed in the tabs on the top of your browser screen, as you can see in the tab circled on the image on this page. This tends to be the first thing the users are drawn to when they go to your web page. Now to Maddie on why we need them.
Hello, I'm Maddie. So why are page titles important as an accessibility issue? They are used to help users orient themselves and quickly understand the content of the web page. It is the first item on a web page that a screen reader announces, making it extra important for screen reader users. It also lets users know where they are on a website. And since it is the only piece of visible information on the tab, it tells users what tab they should go to for a specific website when they're switching between tabs. Now Ling will talk about good page titles.
Hi, I'm Ling. A good page title should be descriptive, accurate, unique, clear, and concise in regards to the page content. That way, they won't be confusing when a user is trying to find their way back to a specific page. As an example, the page at the bottom is the home page for the Luddy School. It lists the full name of the school as well as the university the school belongs to. Then, for a bad page title, multiple use of the same or similar titles across the website will make navigation harder for a user. It could also be generic, which does not provide the user with enough information to know what the page is about. A bad page title will inaccurately represent the main content of the page. As an example, if multiple page titles are named order on a restaurant website, a user won't be able to know which order page they are looking for. Next, we have Holly with what to do about problems with your page titles.
My name is Hallie. So if you have done the first survey from the Council for Community Accessibility and seen a problem with your page titles, had users complain about your navigation or otherwise notice the problem on your own, the next step would be to fix that problem. You could talk with your website developers about analyzing the page content and changing the page titles. You could also contact the CCA for information about ServIT and their partnerships with businesses like yours to improve websites. The website for the CCA is bloomington.in.gov/boards/community-accessibility. Their email is cca@bloomington.in.gov, and their phone number is 812-349-3471. Thirdly, if you don't have a website developer in your business or any IT professional who works with websites, you could also hire a web design contractor to fix accessibility issues. However, if you would like to learn more about coding websites and fixing accessibility issues yourself, we have listed some great courses and pages for beginners on this slide. Please see the transcript for the websites. Of course, you can also take official courses you find online or through IU if you get the chance. There is a multitude of online resources, such as YouTube, W3, and DQ University, that you can use to orient yourself to begin coding your own website, as well as to fix accessibility issues. If you have a LinkedIn account, LinkedIn Learning may also be an option for you. Next is Ryan with a conclusion and more resources for our PowerPoint.
I'm Ryan. If you would like to take one thing away from this presentation, it should be that page titles are crucial to every web page for accessibility of content. Having unique and good page titles eliminates confusion with website navigation and page content. If you would like to check your site for compliance with the global rules of website accessibility, visit the WAVE Web Accessibility Checker. If you would like to view other resources that explain good page titles, visit Indiana University's webpage on page title examples. For other accessibility information, visit the Accessibility IU Knowledge Base, Accessibility for Content Creators, and constructing a perceivable, operable, understandable, and robust website. Thank you for watching our presentation, and we hope it's helpful.